You've incorporated the ARTAS hair transplant system, the ARTAS robot, into your practice, and you've been doing FUE by hand using a motorized device
Yes.
for a long
Yeah, we
time as
started
well.
with the NeoGraft, and
Right.
now we offer both. And there are some cases where actually handheld device is better than the robot.
I agree. I agree.
And
Listen.
it's especially on the periphery, and when you get difficult cases that had multiple strips or scars before, sometimes robots it's not as flexible as the hand, you know. But then these are rare cases. I would say probably less than 1% of what we do.
Yeah, but I think that's important that you let our listeners and viewers know, because that's, you know, I am a huge fan of the ARTAS, but I tell people it's still a device. It's still a tool that, in the right hands, in the right practice, could really benefit the patient. But I think having a lot, different tools in your toolbox is what really makes you more proficient at what you do. And I don't think patients really understand that. They kind of say, okay, I just want to get a NeoGraft case, or I just want to get this kind of case. But that's not the way hair transplantation works. It's really based on your team. It's based on the physician's skill and the tools that you're using.
Absolutely, I think that's the most important part, is that at the end we want to have a great result and a happy patient, and the way we get there sometimes may be different. And certainly it saved my situation many times that I had both machines available, because, as I said, in there are some situations that the robot cannot complete the case, and you really either go into strip, which we never do, or you can go to the manual mode. And I think that having that backup is always a good idea, because robots are getting better, but they still not perfect.
Right.
Now, one thing I have to say is that I've been one of the first in the world to have the robot. Right from the beginning, we had one of the first robots in the world. So we have a pretty long experience, and went through the painful beginning of that machinery. And like everything else, like computers and the robots, they're getting better. And you've been this year at the meeting,
Right.
in California. This is the third meeting already we had, and the amount of progress that was made over these last 3 years is just staggering. It's just amazing how much improvement was made. And to tell you the truth, right now, I think that machines versus robot, handheld machines versus robot, are maybe comparable, but I strongly believe that in 4 or 5 years, there'll be no comparison.
Well,
There'll be just no comparison between the robot and the human being, because they're getting so much better, so much more precise and faster, that it's going to be impossible to do it by hand.
Well, I actually agree with that. When people ask me and they point blank me, I'm like, look, this is the future. This technology is the future of the field.